So I'm coming to you today with kind of a mom hack. I have a 7-year-old who has pretty significant ADHD. He just gets caught up in the moment. And one of the things that I found at age 6 is I could not have eyes on him at all time. Whether he was in the playroom or playing with his friends in the basement or out in the backyard or in the garage getting into my tools and things like that. And it was absolutely driving me crazy. So oftentimes I would go to him and I would say, hey, can you put this away? And he wouldn't even remember that he had even touched it. And that's unfortunately part of being 6, 7 years old and also having ADHD. So I started thinking to myself, what kind of solution could I come up with? So when he was little, we had a webcam, and it was a baby webcam like most parents have to kind of keep an eye on him. But I thought, you know what? The market is so different now. And there are cameras of all sorts of different shapes, sizes, and cost structures. And this is the solution that I have found that has been very inexpensive. So the solution that I found is called Wansview. It's actually on Amazon. The indoor cameras run around $30 at the most. And the outdoor camera, which we just recently bought, and I believe it's the W6, was about $40. And so in total, I actually have 4 cameras in this house. They're all in different areas that he plays in or areas that he kind of gets into so that I can kind of keep an eye on him when I'm making dinner or getting laundry done or whatever it is. The reason I wanted to share this with other parents who have children who are struggling with that immediate correction is I think that this solution for $150, I can tell you, was like night and day. From age 6 of just literally tearing apart rooms and getting into things to now where we're at, I would say has been literally an 80 to 90% improvement. And as soon as he knew those cameras were there and that we could respond to him immediately, that behavior correction automatically took on. Additionally, of course, you'll find that there's the security benefit of knowing who might be in your backyard or how the kids are playing in the basement, or I don't know, maybe there's an animal in your basement or something like that, which has actually happened to us and we caught it on the camera. So what I'm going to share in this next set of footage is me with the Wansview camera. I'm just going to show it to you. For actual setup of this camera, I really recommend you go onto YouTube. There's a ton of videos out there. I decided not to produce that, but it just shows you kind of what the camera looks like, what the view looks like, and also what the app looks like and I can do with it. So this is my W6 Wansview camera. This is an outdoor camera. It costs about $40 on Amazon. It has its own app, and one of the things I wanted to make sure of is that my devices all have the same app, so I'm not jumping back and forth to different apps. And originally I bought this for the outdoors, but I found that it was really helpful actually in here to watch the backyard where we have a play set. We've got a trampoline, a backyard. Just to keep an eye on my son when he's out. Maybe I'm making dinner. We also have 3 other indoor cameras that cost around $25 to $30, not more than that. And one is in the playroom, one's in the basement, and one is actually in the garage. Again, actually meant to monitor him. It obviously has some other security benefits of just being able to detect motion and tell me on my phone. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the app now, and I'm going to open it up. You're going to notice that it's actually going to do a facial recognition, and I have all of my cameras. And all these cameras are active and online, and I can see that right from the interface. If I click the play button, that's actually going to give me a timeline with marked areas that have shown or identified motion detection. And I can either play those areas or utilize a camera snapshot if I need to. And I can also listen by changing the volume. On any of these cameras, you'll notice you have a settings wheel, and you can open that up. And the settings right up here are going to let you establish how you want that camera to operate, as well as the volume if you need to speak something through the microphone or capture a portion of video or capture an image. And I can also slide back into different motion events that are marked by date, etc. Other things to notice, I can just look at different alerts, the most recent alerts, by scrolling right through on the alert area. I can also check the cloud, and this kind of tells you what sort of plan I'm on. This cycles out video for about 7 days, and it's right now I have it recording all the time, but I can actually set settings for that as I need to. There we go. And I can have up to 3 cameras on the basic plan to go ahead and do that. So if you can see, I have 1 available camera right now. I can also slide over to the Me icon and identify local videos that I have stored, local photos, which I have 1, as well as any messages from the system. So taking a look here, I have 4 different icons at the bottom. 1 is my devices, which you see. The second is the alerts, and these are the most recent alerts that I may have had actually trigger on my motion event, as well as the dates for each space. I also have the cloud, which is going to show you what kind of storage plan I have, and I can actually set how I want that to record, if it's 24 hours or on certain time frames. And then lastly, I have Me, which is going to show you anything that I have downloaded as a local video or an image or anything such as that. If I want to go ahead and save, for example, a motion event that I saw, and I want to go ahead and download that, I can just click this button and click the download button to go ahead and save it into my local video. So hey, if you have liked any of these videos that I am coming up with, please like and subscribe. It is really important that I get to kind of share some of my thoughts and ideas, and this is kind of my creative way of doing it. So that is the best way you can support my channel.